Hi everyone, my name is Joey and welcome to the first of a few guides where I'll be guiding you through some of the basics of Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now you might feel at home with the game if you've played a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but if you're new to fighting games, the mechanics can be a little bit overwhelming. So what I'm going to be doing is breaking them down for you bit by bit. Now there's a lot to get through, so let's get started. So we're going to start off with the basic mechanics that all characters have, and the first one is the auto combo. Now you can debate all you want about whether or not high-level players should use it, but they're actually quite useful. Now mashing light attack will get you a basic combo, and there won't be a super at the end, it'll be just a small amount of damage, but it also gives you a random Dragon Ball, and that's a mechanic we'll discuss later and go more in depth in a future video. And now mashing medium attack will get you a slightly stronger combo, ending with a super. Now it does give you more damage, but if you want to save meter or if you're looking to fill up your Dragon Balls, the light attack will be your go-to auto combo. Next up is the Super Dash, and if you've played any of the beta, you'll likely know what this is. If you have your default controls on, pressing R2 or R trigger will cause your character to home in on the opponent, starting a combo if it connects, and it's a fast and easy way to get in and apply pressure. It's safe on block, and can go through some projectiles, but if you rely too heavily on it, it can get countered by a simple anti-air attack or a super. So use it if you know that they're not going to react to it or if you have advantage. Okay, and then we have the Ki Blast. Pressing the special button will shoot some variation of a projectile, at least with most characters. It will differ from fighter to fighter, and you can mash it for extra hits. Now these things won't do a ton of damage and will most likely be eaten by other stronger projectiles, but it can be good to use on the opponent's wake up. If you input a quarter circle forward and then special, it will give you a bigger attack, typically some kind of Kamehameha or an upgraded version of that character's projectile. Now these things are usually pretty good combo enders, so for example if you do a light, medium, hard air combo, you can end it with quarter circle forward special and then maybe go into a super after that. And while we're talking about Ki, there's also the Ki Charge, and this is done by pressing light and special attack, and what you'll do is you'll stand in place, charging up your meter, and it gets faster as it goes up. But unfortunately you can't just do it in the opponent's face, you'll be pretty much completely open to attack, so use it wisely or cover it with an assist. And speaking of assists, every character has one, and while I'm not going to go through all of them right now, we don't really have the time, I'll just touch on them briefly. Now every fighter has their own unique assist, and the trick is using them in the appropriate moments. If you like rushing people down, for example, Vegeta's downward Ki Blast assist could be pretty useful. Or if you like extending combos, you can use Kid Buu's or Yamcha's assist, because those work wonders. The Dragon Rush is your universal throw, and so you'll dash forward a little bit and then grab them, and if you connect with it, it'll launch them up into the air for a follow-up combo. Now this is pretty good for catching people off guard or for people who like turtling a little bit too much. It's pretty quick, so try mixing it up within your rush-down attack, so maybe you can do a block string of light, medium, hard, special, and then maybe follow it up with the Dragon Rush. But it can be countered with another Dragon Rush or another normal attack. And so if you do happen to land a Dragon Rush, what you can also do instead of a combo is that you can follow it up with a Snapback. Now I'm not sure what they're called in the game, but Snapbacks are a Marvel vs. Capcom term, and so here what you can do is hold one of your assist buttons during the Dragon Rush, and at the end of the throw it'll kick out their point character and bring in one of their remaining fighters. You really want to use this if one of their reserve characters has a lot of blue health, as it'll get rid of all of it when they come in. So here's another mechanic that you might be familiar with if you play Marvel, and that's the Sparking Blast. Pressing light, medium, hard, and special attack all at the same time will cause you to explode, making your character stronger and allowing you to recover your blue health automatically. Sounds a little bit like X Factor. Again, in this game it is a comeback mechanic, so it gets more powerful the smaller your team is. So using it with your last character will give them a huge boost in damage and healing. If your opponent is pelting you with projectiles and you've had enough of it, Deflect can be your friend. Holding back and pressing special attack will cause your character to, well, deflect anything that's sent their way. And that includes projectiles, normal attacks, super dashes, and yes, even supers. You can deflect an entire super if you time it right. And the timing is only important on the first hit, so for any attacks that have a follow-up, if someone does a bunch of ki blasts, you can deflect them all just by mashing the button. And finally, the last one that I'll talk about is Vanish. Pressing medium and hard attack will teleport your fighter behind the opponent, kicking them in the back, and also consuming 1 bar of meter. Now you can use this to get out of harm's way, but it's actually more useful in the middle of a combo, as it'll extend that combo by bouncing them off the wall. Now Vanish is essentially the gateway to Dragon Ball FighterZ's more advanced combos. It opens up so many possibilities, and you'll start thinking about when you want to vanish and what special moves and assists you want to combine with it to cook up some nasty mix-ups. So those were the basic mechanics of Dragon Ball FighterZ. I hope this guide was helpful to all of you. I'll have another guide coming soon that will go over some of the more advanced mechanics, so look out for that. And remember to visit GameSpot.com for even more Dragon Ball FighterZ news, Easter eggs, and our review of the game as well. Alright guys, my name is Joey, and thanks for watching.
俺は成長